In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Give a hand to the students from Maryville High School that came out and performed for us from their mariachi group there. Really appreciate Mr. Dominguez bringing them over here to perform for you. So hopefully it helps with your enjoyment of the evening. So at this time, I'm going to ask that you please stand, and we're going to have the Carl Hayden Community High School Color Guard post the colors. The Carl Hayden Community High School Color Guard is under the leadership of First Sergeant Helt. We have Damian Medina, Nash Singini, Sahir Pinado, and Juan Torres posting the colors for our, and then we'll have the singing of the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by two young ladies from the Betty Fairfax High School Choir under the direction of Christopher Hughes. So we will be posting the colors.
Colors. Forward. March.
So this is Brices Munoz and Haley Young.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, ladies.
Outward. Face. Forward. March. Hold. The colors. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Outward. Face. Forward. March.
Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you. So good evening, everyone. My name is Zach Munoz. I'm the Director of Athletics for the Phoenix Union High School District, and it's my pleasure and honor to be able to to welcome you, our inductees, our family, and friends that are of the inductees for your attendance at tonight's Phoenix Union Sports Hall of Fame. We're excited to be able to celebrate this year's class of inductees at the beautiful Desert Diamond Arena. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Desert Diamond Arena administration and staff that have helped us to prepare for this ceremony. We look forward to working with them on future Hall of Fame events and in the years to come. So let's give them a hand, the staff that's been here to present for us. So staging this event, if this is your first time being involved as an inductee or as a family or friend, staging this event each year takes a tremendous amount of planning and countless hours of commitment to research potential inductees, as well as to collect biographical information on each of the inductees. This work is done by a selfless group of committee volunteers, of current and past Phoenix Union employees and alumni. I would like to take this opportunity to personally thank each one of them for their dedication and time spent to put this together, to put everyone that we've done together. They are, and please stand when I call you out here, and remain standing until I've finished with our committee members. We have Kevin Belcher. Kevin's up here on the stage. He's going to be helping us. Kevin's the athletic director at Central High School. We have Dave Cruikshank. I think Dave's here somewhere. Dave's a Hall of Famer as well. He was inducted. We have Vince D'Alicio. I was messing his name up. But you'll hear more about Vince here in a little bit. Brian Fair, I don't know if Brian's with us today, but he's also a Hall of Fame inductee. Natasha Foster from the South Mountain area. Also, Natasha's well known in our district. Chuck LeBenz is another one that's on our committee. He's done a great job. Also a Hall of Fame inductee. Sarah Matthews, the athletic director at Carl Hayden High School. Erica, there she is in the back. Erica Parra, Erica's the head boys soccer coach at Metro Tech. She does all of our social media stuff. Yeah, a hand for her. And my assistant that works with me in my office and has been invaluable in this work is Sandra Stringer. She's there in the back there. We also have Ron Scott. Ron Scott's also a longtime Hall of Fame inductee from Alhambra High School. And then our executive director for the foundation that also helps finance and prepare everything for us is we have Laura Taylor. Laura is an outstanding asset to this program and to what we do. I'd also like to acknowledge our administrative staff that are here from Phoenix Union. We have I invited all my athletic directors from all of our schools. They're in the back table here. If you guys could stand up, they're all a whole group of them. We also have Laura Tejas, one of our executive directors from our district office as well. And we have my boss, Alyssa Tarkington. She's the executive director of the Student and Family Services. And she gives me a hard time a lot. No, I'm kidding. She does not. In addition to this event, if you're not aware, this committee that we work with to plan this also assists in the planning and the staging of our Hall of Fame golf tournament. We hold a sports Hall of Fame golf tournament every year, and we raise thousands of dollars to give scholarships to our outstanding student athletes of Phoenix Union. We'll talk a little more about that at the end of the event, but we've raised well over $100,000 to give back. So those are our future Hall of Famers. We're trying to give back, pay back, and get those young men and young ladies that are graduating from our schools opportunities and scholarships through the venue of athletics and with a connection to our Sports Hall of Fame. We also do a student achievement, student athletic awards ceremony at the end of the year where we announce those winners every year with the scholarships that we give out. So we appreciate the work that our committee does to help us to stage that golf tournament. I'd also like to I would like to acknowledge and welcome a person who has been a huge supporter of this event and our events surrounding the Hall of Fame ceremony, as well as being a proponent of connecting students in the Phoenix Union District to positive influences, lifelong lessons, and opportunities through sports. In addition to this, he has been instrumental in the resurgence of the Phoenix Union athletic programs and has provided support with the redevelopment of our sports facilities in our district. If you have not been around to our schools, we've done a lot of work with bond and other things to kind of rebuild and redo our athletic facilities to help to enhance what we do for our athletes. So at this time, I'd like you to please give a warm welcome. Put your hands together for our superintendent, Dr. Chad Geston from the Phoenix Union High School District. Thank you. There he is.
Good evening, welcome, and congratulations to each and every one of you. As Zach said, I'm Chad Geston, blessed to have served in the Phoenix Union High School District for 14 years, and this is my 8th year as superintendent, and I'll spend a little bit of time talking about why this is such an important event and why athletics are so important. But tonight I have two responsibilities. One, to do an opening invocation or prayer, and then share my thoughts. So if you will indulge me and join in a quick moment of prayer for the blessing of this event tonight. Dear Lord, we thank you for the opportunity and space to gather as a Phoenix Union family and community. Lord, we thank you for the gifts that you've given the people in this room, and most importantly, that they've used those gifts for good. And spread that amongst our community. Lord, we ask that you bless the food tonight, the people that picked the food, prepared the food, and placed the food on our tables. Be with them and the rest of our event tonight. In your name we pray. Amen. So if you are and have not been around Phoenix Union for a while, I want to just spend a little bit of time talking about who we are today and then connect it back to this ceremony. Phoenix Union today serves nearly 30,000 beautiful young men and young women. We do that alongside 4,000 employees. And we now have a portfolio of schools, a school district of 23 schools and growing. Just 10 years ago, Phoenix Union had 16 schools. Today we have 23. Next year we'll launch the 24th school inside of Phoenix Union. And Phoenix Union has become a nationally recognized school district for many reasons, but one is our portfolio. We run the only Montessori high school in the state of Arizona. We have a police and fire high school, a computer programming and computer design high school. We launched a digital school. Next year, our 24th school, we launch a school titled Phoenix Educator Preparatory, where we will design and develop and produce the next generation teacher, counselor, and social worker in high school. Very excited about that. And this year, just a few months ago, we launched a school never before seen in America. It's a school called City, PXU City, where the city is the classroom, and students can design high school from scratch exactly as they want it. If they want to do half day in person, get a job, do online courses. If they want to take classes at multiple schools, they want to do work study for credit. Literally, students can design high school from scratch in any way they want at PXU City. So we're very proud of our portfolio, but what I like to remind you, ourselves, and our community that despite all those incredible accolades in the new schools, one of the most important things we do in Phoenix Union is connect our students through clubs and sports and things that matter. We have 30,000 students, and statistically, most of them don't come to school for math and science and English. They come because they love football or volleyball or spirit line or even band or guitar. And we're proud today to continue to offer free clubs and sports to all of our athletes across the district. And what you also heard from Dr. Munoz, by the way, let's give Dr. Munoz a big round of applause. Incredible work that he's done for many years in Phoenix Union. What you heard from Dr. Munoz is that we are investing. We're investing in our children. We're investing in our programs, freshmen, JV, varsity. Now with Title IX, we guarantee that what we offer boys, we offer our girls. which is extremely exciting. Even launched girls wrestling this past year. So very excited about the opportunities, the new facilities. If you haven't seen a Phoenix Union campus lately, our taxpayers, many of whom are you, have been very supportive and generous. We're investing heavily in our facilities because ultimately we know that sports change lives. And with a lot of the tough stuff happening in our community after school, sports can save lives too. And we will continue to invest heavily. I share every year that the only reason why I stand on this stage is because of sports. I'm a fourth-generation carpenter, and I went to college to play baseball. I did not go to college to go to college. I went to play baseball. And it's baseball that ultimately landed me on this stage 25 years later. And so we know your stories. We've studied your stories. We know who you are. We know how it impacted our lives. And we're going to continue to stay committed to sports activities, but also elevating your stories to make sure that our students know that it's possible to be successful. I want to just quickly end with a quote that I memorized for a different event and didn't get to share it, and I thought, what a great opportunity tonight. And it's a quote from the late, great, gone too early Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant, shortly before he passed away, received an award amongst his peers, and he stood on the stage. And among other things, he said this. He said, "We are not here because of talent or ability. We're here because of 4 a.m. We're here because of 2-a-days and even 5-a-days. We're here because we had a dream and we let nobody or no thing stand in our way. We never give up. We're never satisfied." And he ended by saying, "And we rest at the end, not in the middle." And so for all of you who wanted to give up and wanted to rest at the middle but stuck it out to the end, congratulations. We're very proud of you. You make Phoenix Union proud. And I am going to now go watch my son play soccer. I get to be superintendent, but dad of a Central Bobcat. Any Bobcats? At least one. Perfect. So I don't get to spend much of the night here. I'm going to go be with my son. But thank you so much for the opportunity to be here with you tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right, let's give Dr. G another hand for coming out and supporting what we're doing here. Appreciate it. So tonight's Master of Ceremony is a 5-year member of the Hall of Fame Selection Committee, a 1989 graduate of Camelback High School. He spent many years giving back as a coach at Camelback North and at South Mountain High Schools, as well as Camelback's public address announcer for many boys and girls sports. Excuse me. He is the CEO of the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization providing paid student internships for high school and college students interested in working in media and in production and broadcasting. I'm sorry, I've been a little bit of a sinus issue today. I'm sorry. He's also a public address announcer for ASU Sun Devil Athletics, the play-by-play voice of the Saguaro SaberCats football team, and a host of the Varsity Sports Show, which he does Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 a.m. on AM 1060 KDUS in Arizona. Please welcome Vince D'Alessio, and if I mispronounce your name, Vince, I'm sorry. I always mess up his last name. Vince D'Alessio, and he will be our MC for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Munoz, for that unscripted, unprepared, improvised introduction. He had to get sinus issues when he's introducing me. Anyway, he was fine the rest of the time. Thanks. We're a pretty loose committee here. I was really nervous. I'm really nervous to do this kind of thing, and it's the reason why is because I'm amongst a lot of people that achieved a lot of great things, and I've watched a lot of this happen as a kid. I grew up in the Phoenix Union District. As Dr. Munoz had explained, I'm a Camelback High School graduate, but my roots go much further back. My older siblings were East High School Go Longhorns. They were East High graduates, and I remember as a kid, growing up in the 70s, I know I look really young, but yes, growing up in the 70s, I was a big fan of the Phoenix Suns, and during their whole run, 76, 77 finals, and I used to say to my dad, hey, Dad, let's go see the Suns play. And my dad said, okay, we will. And we would go to East High, and we watched the East High basketball team, and my dad said, look, these guys are better than the Suns. Look at these guys. And it was true. I mean, these guys were amazing, and they were the original Purple Gang. I mean, they had the pinstripes with the warm-ups. I look down at, as I say that, and I'm looking down at Cody Williams, one of the all-time greats, and John Lake down there, and Greg Wolf, and it's those are my roots. And so to stand up here and to be able to induct and be a part of this committee for the past 5 years, it is extremely special to me. Nothing else that I will ever do in my life will match this, because you are all my heroes. So thank you for this opportunity tonight. Thank you. So anyway, back to getting a little nervous. So I said to Dr. Munoz, Dr. Munoz, how do you do this? How do you get up here and sound so eloquent when you don't have sinus infections, and you're able to, have such a strong delivery and do this thing so effortless? And he said, well, Vince, when you look out into the crowd, picture people in their underwear, and it'll go much smoother. And I looked at him and I said, Dr. Munoz, these people graduated like in the 50s and 60s. That's not going to be a pretty sight, Anyway, but I'm bumped. Okay. All right. So I wanted to go through and talk about a couple of things before we start inducting. First of all, there are some rules to this thing. Okay, we're not just randomly inducting people. This is a very special, exclusive fraternity/sorority. It is very exclusive, and to get in, it's a high school Hall of Fame. Remember that. And, while it's nice that many of you have gone on to do some amazing things after high school, what ultimately lands you here is the things that you did in high school. And so, some rules. Number one, all state. Got to be all state. State championship is for consideration. So either all state, state championship. If you're a coach and you're highly regarded, years of service is worthy of consideration. Producing, mentoring all state athletes. Okay, and then lastly, and I always get a chuckle from the Maryvale table when I say this, but no felonies. So, no felony. They always, when I did this a couple of years ago, and I remember looking down there, and it was Felipe Sparks and Darren Woodson and Kevin Galbraith were right there, and they about rolled out of their chairs when I said that. And anyway, so what we're going to do, there's a couple things I wanted to explain about this. So when you collect your award, there's two ways to come up to the stage. Okay. Depending on if you need a little extra help to get up here, we have a hydraulic lift right here to, and this isn't a joke, this is serious. I'm being 100% serious right now. There's a hydraulic lift over here that can help you, and so by all means take advantage of that. It's there. We want every inductee to come up on stage to collect your award. There unfortunately not enough time for people to speak at this, but we're honoring you. We have an award that you will collect from Dr. Munoz. And then, of course, family members that wish to take pictures of your inductee in that area. Okay, by all means, please come up and head to that area. And if you don't need extra assistance getting up to the stage, the stairs are right here to my left, your right. So you'll come up. You'll greet Dr. Munoz, collect your award, and maybe shake my hand if you don't mind, and then just head off the stage. So we're very honored to honor you tonight. It's a very special evening, and I am, again, we are privileged to be a part of it, and I'm privileged to be a part of this as well. Oh, lastly, and I promised I would say something tonight. Coach Royce Urey, who could not be here tonight, at least as far as I know. I didn't see him here. Coach Royce Urey, longtime East High School basketball coach, ran a dynasty over there. He presented me with what is arguably the holy grail of championship trophies. I have it here with me tonight. He let me take it out of his bedroom and bring it here, but he kept the other 4 for the time being. But he's presenting that to the district, and you'll notice it's on the table behind you and back there, along with the team photo from the 1980-81 East High School basketball championship team, which is arguably the greatest. Now again, arguably the greatest high school basketball team in the history of the state of Arizona. They were in the top 10 nationally. They were obviously number 1 in the state and number 1 in the whole southwestern region. So there were some great people and players that came off of that team, both as coaches and players, and as well as every team that Coach Uri had been a part of. So get a chance and go check it out. And please don't touch it. I told him nobody would touch it. So anyway. All right, here we go. So we are going to introduce by school, alphabetically, by inductee. And as I said, take a moment, come on up, and that way we can honor you. So let's start with, are we ready to go? Okay. Our first inductee, from Alhambra High School, class of 1982, track and field, Lisa Anitzberger Tendler. Lisa was a 4-year letter winner in cross country and track. As a freshman, she set the school record in cross country, 79 state championship in cross country, 81 state championship in track in the 2-mile. She earned a track and field scholarship to Northern Arizona University, and she went on to NAU, set the record in the 3,000-meter run with a time of 10:58:80. I don't know if that's right, but under 11 minutes. So congratulations to Lisa. Next up, from Alhambra High School, class of 1991, Chris Chacon. Chris was a wrestler, 4-year letterman, won the state championship in 1990 at 119 pounds. He doesn't look 119 anymore. But it's solid, though. It's solid. Junior senior record, 76-7. Hate to see the 7 that he lost to. High school career record, 122-19. He was honored for Metro Region, Moon Valley, and Peoria tournament champion. He was a 4-time state qualifier, 4-time most valuable wrestler. He earned a wrestling scholarship to Adams State University in Colorado. He is an assistant coach at Carl Hayden under his dad, who is also a Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Chris Chacon. From Alhambra High School, class of 1985, Richard Gano. He was a starter on Alhambra's 1985 state basketball team, state championship basketball team. He was a 3-year varsity letter winner, played for Hall of Fame coach Phil Kemp. In the semifinal game, led all scorers with 28 points and 16 rebounds. Basketball scholarship to Grand Canyon University. Congratulations, Richard Gano. Hey, it's Gagno, so the person in the back, you had it wrong. Gagno, Richard Gagno. Okay, from Alhambra High School, class of 1985, David Henderson. David was a 3-year varsity letter winner. 1985, led the Lions to the state football semifinals. Selected first team All-State and All-Conference. Selected to the North-South All-Star game, which back then was played at Eastern Arizona College in Thatcher. Played 2 years of football at Phoenix College. Played 2 years of football at New Mexico Highlands. And in 1995, won the gold medal at the World Powerlifting Championship. David Henderson. From Alhambra High School, Coach Frank Lout. Coach Lout was head football coach at Alhambra, longest tenured coach in school history at 21 years coaching football. Coached several pro, collegiate, all-state, all-region players. Region Coach of the Year in 2015, Arizona Cardinals Coach of the Week 3 times. Led Alhambra's varsity softball team to the region championship and is Alhambra's winningest head football coach with 90 wins. And he is currently the head football coach at Barry Goldwater High School. And he's also a French teacher. You talk about job security. You coach and you teach a language. They'll never get rid of you. Congratulations, Coach Lout. Wow, this is like an Alhambra night here. Jeez, who's on the committee that inducts for Alhambra? Pete Mahoney from Alhambra High School, class of 1976. Pete was a 3-year varsity letter winner, first team All-State and All-Division, Arizona Republic, and Phoenix Gazette. Who remembers the Gazette? Man. 1975 North-South All-Star selection, played 4 years at the University of Arizona. 84 to 86, coached at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. 86 to 93, coached at Kent State. From 94 to 2014, served in several positions in administration at Kent State. Sorry, we got cut off here. Once again, congratulations, Pete Mahoney. All right, here we go. Now to my alma mater, Camelback High School. Tasha Bailey, class of 1991. Tasha was a 4-year state qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay. She was a state medalist in 1990 in the 100 meter hurdles, state medalist in 1990 in the long jump with a jump of 18 feet 4 inches, state champion in the 100 meter hurdles at 14.91, two-time state champion volleyball team, played for the legendary Hall of Fame coach Nadine Sass, accepted a scholarship to Boise State University, where she excelled in track and field, indoor, outdoor, Big Sky champion in the hurdles, and became the first African-American female police officer in Boise. Congratulations, Tasha Bailey. Accepting on her behalf is her mother. Wow, she looks young. From Camelback High School, David Grangard, class of 1965. David was a 3-sport all-state athlete, football, basketball, and baseball. State champion in basketball in 1964, awarded football and baseball scholarships to Arizona State, recruited by both Frank Cush and Bobby Winkles. Can you imagine those two guys fighting it out for this guy? Won the NCAA championship in 1967 in baseball, named to the College World Series team. Played 4 years of professional baseball and is now an accomplished poet. David Grangard, congratulations. Could not be here tonight. Congratulations, Dave. Great quarterback in high school. From Camelback High School, Allison Sewell, class of 1999. Allison was all-state in track and field. Won the Camelback High School Nadine Sass Female Athlete of the Year Award, Arizona Republic Female Athlete of the Year, state champion in the 100 and 300 meter hurdles, state records at the time. First female in Arizona history to run the 100 meter hurdles in under 14 seconds, awarded an athletic scholarship to Nevada Arena, where she excelled in track and field. Currently a pediatric nurse in Tucson, Allison Sewell. Congratulations, Allison, class of 1999. Okay, next up, Dr. Gary Somo, Camelback High School. Dr. Somo taught in the Phoenix Union High School District for over 3 decades, 70s, 80s, 90s, coached numerous all-state athletes that went on to collegiate and professional careers. Head track coach at Camelback High School from 1979 to 1991. I was one of his I'll say participants. I won't say athletes. I wasn't an athlete. I was a participant back then. Head football coach at North, went on to be the head football coach at North High School and Carl Hayden High School. He was Arizona Cardinals Coach of the Week in 1998 and mentored future leaders over athletes. Dr. Gary Somo. So I used to say, Dr. Somo would tell this story, and I would, Dr. Somo, can you come back here really quick? Come back here, because you're going to deliver the punchline of this one. So do you remember the story where I used to say to you, Coach, why can't we be friends? I was, again, was 15, 16-year-old kid back then. Why can't we be friends? What did you used to say?
I don't need any 16-year-old friends.
It's a true story. So, and we didn't even rehearse that. So anyway. Yeah. All right. Okay, from Central High School, Bill Siegel, class of 1973, football, wrestling, and track. Bill was a letter winner for football, wrestling, and track. He was a member of the 1972 Central High State Football Championship team. Second team All-Division, All-State honors in football in 1973. State heavyweight champion in wrestling. Earned a football scholarship to the University of Arizona. In 1976, he was an All-Western Athletic Conference offensive lineman. 1976 honorable mention, AP All-American football team. Congratulations, Bill Siegel, class of 73, Central High. Okay. Next up, East High School, Longhorns, John Lake, class of 1973. 72-73 varsity basketball state champions with a 23-5 record. John played for Hall of Fame coach Royce Urey. In 1973, he was named to the Arizona Republic first team All-State in basketball. 72-73 Sunkist All-American honorable mention. 72-73 Scouting System of America All-American Award, and earned a scholarship in 1973 to Samford University. John Lake, class of 73. From East High School, class of 1978 in basketball, Cody Williams. In 1978, Cody was a high school All-American, participated in the Wendy's Old Fashioned Basketball High School All-Star Game.
One more. I get to get the Longhorn up.
I used to eat at Wendy's. I never, anyway. He was an Arizona North-South All-Star in 1978, Arizona versus Utah All-Star in 1978, earned a basketball scholarship to what was the premier basketball school in the country in the University of Oklahoma. An unfortunate knee injury ended his collegiate career. Served 8 years, went on, didn't do much obviously after college, only went on to serve 8 years as a Phoenix City Council member, led the Greater Phoenix Black Chamber of Commerce, was a Maricopa County Justice of the Peace since '07. I got some tickets that I need you to help me with.
I know somebody who will tear him up and burn him.
Okay, and we'll get to that in a second here. Maricopa County Justice of the Peace. His wife is a Maryvale High alum who's with us here tonight. Former Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams, and father of North High alum and former Phoenix Sun, Alan Williams. My kids look at me sometimes and they say, "Dad, why?" Yeah. Or why not? Played for Hall of Fame coach Royce Urey, who stated, and when I met with Coach Urey, he told me, you absolutely have to put this in his bio. He said, Cody is one of the best that I've ever coached. So when Royce Urey says that, he means it. So congratulations, Cody Williams.
Thank you. Love you, Royce, wherever you might be.
All right. Thanks, Cody. All right. So I learned a new phrase before we call up our next inductee. I learned a new phrase in my house. There's a term. My kids brought a friend over that I happened to meet the other day. When I always ask my kids, look, if you're going to hang out with some other friends, bring them over. I'd like to meet them. And they brought over their friend named John, and I asked, John, what do you do? How you doing? And my son interrupted me. He said, Dad, John's a super senior. And I thought, wow, a super senior, that must be pretty cool. If you're a super senior, maybe like you're an honor student, a Rhodes Scholar or something. And I said, what is that? Well, a super senior now, when we were in high school, that was a fifth-year senior. We used to call them idiots. Now they're super seniors. So anyway, it's politically correct. All right, super senior. Congratulations. Next up, from East High School, class of 1970, Greg Wolf. Greg was a 3-year varsity letter winner in basketball and baseball, and he was team captain in 1970. He was the first All-American and All-State honoree from East High in East High sports history. First team All-Division, second team All-State. In football, played football as well. Played basketball. Back then, you could play multiple sports. Back then, played basketball for Hall of Fame coach Royce Urey, averaged 20 points and 16 rebounds a game throughout his varsity basketball career. Had a career-high 38 points and 25 rebounds in one game. Played 2 years at Phoenix College, where he was the team captain, 1 year at Grand Canyon College, and also spent his entire professional career, 34 years, with Phoenix Fire Department. Greg Wolf. Now we move on to North High School. Coach Joseph Bustos. Coach Bustos, of course, the basketball coach at North High from 1996 to 2020. Graduated from New Mexico Highlands University in 1986, coached basketball and track for 23 years at North. He was the Metro Region Coach of the Year, 2001, 2002, 2003, 04, 08, through 11. He was the ABCA Big School Coach of the Year in 2010, North-South All-Star Head Coach for 4 years. State champion in boys basketball at North High, multiple state championships. 16 total Arizona State basketball tournament appearances, 5 Final Four appearances. Coach Joseph Bustos, congratulations. From North High School, class of 1964, Johnny Casolo. Four-year letter winner in wrestling. Wow. Wrestled all 4 years at 95 pounds. That alone deserves a trophy. State wrestling champion in 1963. State wrestling runner-up in 1964, nicknamed Little Moose. I wonder why. Johnny Casolo, Little Moose. You guys still like that super senior comment, don't you? I can tell. You're going to go home and tell your kids. From North High School, class of 1987, Jessica Emmons. State singles tennis champion at Central in 1985. Then went on to North High School and won a tennis championship in 1987. All-state tennis selection in 85 and 87, ranked 6th in the nation in high school tennis in 1987. Earned a tennis scholarship to UCLA, where she was a collegiate All-American from 1988 to 1992. Holds 2 master's degrees and a PhD in psychology. Wow. Jessica Emmons, North High School class of 1987. From North High School, class of 1988, Todd Lehman. Todd was a 3-year letter winner at North in track and field. He was the state pole vault champion in 1987 and 1988. Broke the state pole vault record with a vault of 15 feet 10 and a half inches. Broke the state pole vault record with a vault of 16 feet 6 inches. Was a member of North High's state champion track and field team, ranked 6th in the country his senior year, earned a track and field scholarship to USC, where he was a 3rd place finisher in the Pac-10 in 1989. Currently the associate track and field head coach at Grand Canyon University, Todd Lehman. From North High School, basketball coach Larry McGill. Coach McGill was the varsity boys baseball coach from 1983 to 1991. He was the varsity boys basketball coach 1983 to 84, and the varsity girls basketball coach from 94 to 2000. He was part of the first boys state playoff team after reopening at North in the 80s. Was part of the first girls state playoff team in 97 and 98. Was a Metro Region champion in 1998, and was the AIA and Arizona Republic Baseball Coach of the Year, Coach Larry McGill. From North High School, class of 1963, Tom Phelps. Tom was a 3-year varsity letter winner in wrestling, a 3-year varsity letter winner in football. He was the state wrestling champion at 170 pounds in 1963, wrestled 2 years at Phoenix College until he suffered a career-ending knee injury, graduated from NAU in Flagstaff, Tom Phelps. Any Coyotes in the house? Phoenix Union, class of 1957, Delbert Hodge. A three-sport athlete, football, basketball, track and field, state champion in the 180 low hurdles. Played on the state champion basketball team at Phoenix Union. Played on the state champion football team at Phoenix Union. Member of the state champion track and field team at Phoenix Union. I don't know how this guy got in. He's part of 3 generations of state champions. He is the father of Olympic medalist and head boys track and field coach. Just some guy named Dwayne Evans. I don't know. Is he here? Oh, there he is right there, coach. Graduated from Phoenix Union, Phoenix College, and Arizona State University. Delbert Hodge. From Phoenix Union High School, class of 1963, Donald Tarkington. Donald was a 2-year letter winner in football, 1962 and 63. He was an all-state defensive end in 1962. He was an all-star in 1962. Played at Phoenix College, then enlisted in the Marine Corps, serving a tour in Vietnam. Graduated from Phoenix College and Arizona State University. Coached South Phoenix Pop Warner football, giving back to the community to 5 state championships. Wow. Retired after 32 years with City of Phoenix as administrator of South District Parks and Recreation. This guy is all about kids. Donald Tarkington, class of 63. So 5 minutes before I was supposed to come on stage, Dr. Munoz came over to me and he said, "Where's your suit? You normally dress up." 5 minutes before I'm supposed to come on stage. And so what happened was, you know, I put on like 25 pounds and I have one suit and I tried putting it on at home, and when I bent down to tie my shoe, my pants ripped, and then one of my buttons of my shirt came off. So that's what you have. 5 minutes before I was supposed to speak. Okay. Now at South Mountain, Francisca Arval, class of 1996. Francisca was a 3-year Metro Region first team selection, 4-year varsity softball all Metro Region, won the 1996 State 5A badminton doubles, 4-year Metro and Valley Magazine first team selection. Hit 540 or better in softball for 4 years. Wow, 540. Metro Valley best of 655 in 1996. And a batting performance with an 880 percentage. Wow. Congratulations, Francisca Arval. Class of 96. Class of 1958, South Mountain High School, Matt Mo Hanala. Matt was a 2-year varsity award winner in football, 2-year varsity award winner in wrestling, placed 3rd in state champion in the state championships in wrestling. Was the state wrestling champion in 1957 and 58 at 154 pounds. In 1957, received the Tom McCann Trophy for leadership and sportsmanship. He was a walk-on at the University of Arizona, where he played football in 1959, and was a 3-sport winner at the U of A. Congratulations, Matt Hanala. South Mountain High School, class of 1976, Greg Pee Wee Jackson. First team All-Metro Region in football in 1975. Second team All-State selection for the Arizona Republican Phoenix Gazette as a quarterback. North-South All-Star selection in 75 and 76. Earned All-Arizona Community College honorable mention. First team honors as a wide receiver at Scottsdale Community College, then transferred to the University of Arizona. Made the famous grab that set up the winning field goal. The University of Arizona defeated Pittsburgh in the 1979 Fiesta Bowl. Congratulations, Pee Wee Jackson, class of 76, South Mountain High School. All right. Next up, from South Mountain High School, class of 1976, Don Logan. Wow. Okay, Pee Wee's cousin, okay. Well, I got to invite both of you guys next time to read my bio before I come up and speak, instead of him. Second place finisher, AAA state championships in wrestling. Two-time divisional champion in 1972 and 73, was the tournament MVP that year. Arizona Greco-Roman Invitational Tournament champion. Arizona Freestyle Invitational Tournament champion 2 years. Peoria Invitational Tournament champion 1973, school record for the largest margin of victory, 31-2 in 1973. You let him get 2 points? Shame on you. Turn your equipment in. School record for fastest pin, 16 seconds. What do you do? Just look at you and say, I'm done? In 1973, Don Logan, South Mountain High School, class of 76. That's why I love these events. It's just so much fun. All right. And finally, from South Mountain High School, Paula Spratlin Mitchell. Coach Paula, as she is affectionately known, has participated in multiple Metro Region championships in volleyball and tennis. Many of her former athletes have attended 2- and 4-year universities. 6 of her former student athletes are presently teaching and coaching in the Phoenix Union High School District. So talk about paying it forward, mentoring young people, and then getting them to come back and give back. Paula Spratlin Mitchell, South Mountain High School. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity to once again help to host tonight's event. Thank you for allowing us to honor you. Congratulations to all of our inductees and your families, and hope you all have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Thank you. Wait, don't get up. I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Munoz, who will present some final thoughts here. So, Dr. Munoz.
I promise this time I won't lose my voice, Vince. Thank you, Vince. Let's give Vince a big hand. He did a great job. So if you have your program, you take a look at the back of your program. These are our last group of scholarship recipients that we awarded. So we give a student-athlete scholarship for every site, every school that offers athletics in the Phoenix Union High School District, with male and female athlete of the year. Then we choose a district athletic male and female athlete of the year. Most of these young ladies and young men go on to play collegiately. Even if they don't, we like to reward them for their academic scholarships or their academic achievements with scholarships. Something that we have on the table there is a flyer that kind of talks a little bit about our scholarship. If you can, we'd love to have any kind of donation to help to keep supporting them. We want to expand what we give to our kids in different ways, and so if you can, please give back to us. It is our future Hall of Famers that we're trying to acknowledge and celebrate. We also host our annual Sports Hall of Fame golf tournament at the GCU golf course each fall, so maybe you can come out and if you like playing golf or just to come out and hang out. Another event we're planning on adding to this is it's kind of a Hall of Fame get-together breakfast, just not necessarily any kind of ceremony, but just to gather all of our Hall of Famers over the years and just to have a social to kind of meet and greet everyone again. But if you get an opportunity, please give back to our kids. It means a great deal to them and to their success beyond our doors. So thank you so much for coming out tonight, and congratulations to all of our inductees. And please be safe. God bless you.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.